Hey guys, I just finished a video that I'm going to upload to YouTube later today. But as for the title, I just wanted to say that if there's any lady audiophiles out there, don't let the guys get to you. I just joined a group on Facebook for Technics SL 1200s because I was looking for one. I ended up finding one that I had to wait for it to come from Japan. So and I have to get a step-down transformer for it to get it to work over here. But I'm really excited about it because this is the turntable that people said I should have gotten instead of the turntable I have. But, well, but anyways, the guy on my introductory post that I posted where I was just asking about the turntables, asking about a feature that I wasn't sure if I liked the idea of the feature, and the whole idea of modding the turntable out to fix it, if I really wanted to get into that at the moment or right after I got it, which, even right after I got it, I can stay with what the feature is, and then I can change it if I want to later on down the line. I mean, I know how to solder stuff. I know how to desolder it. It's basically desoldering the RCA cables from the unit and putting new ones in. And hey, if they break, you've got to do that anyways. Because I've heard these turntables are tanks. But anyways, his comment to me was something about getting back into the kitchen and not worrying about it. I told him how rude he was and reported him to an admin. And within minutes, an admin was on him. He told him that I had just as much right to be in the group as he did. And I mean, don't let them get to you. If you're in a Facebook group, no matter where you're at, ladies, if you're in hobbies that are predominantly men, to be honest with you, the majority of men that I know in my groups, in my record groups, and in the audiophile groups, or any group that has to do with this hobby, are generally nice people, and they wish their girlfriend would get involved, or their wife would get involved. They try to get their families involved in their record collecting. I mean, they are good guys. They are really good guys and really nice people. I've made lots of friends this way. So, for me to run across a guy like that, it was just kind of gobsmacked. And then I've left Facebook groups for less. And I mean, I've left an audiophile group for a guy that was doing the same thing to me. But this time, it was my introductory post. And I had at least 5 guys, maybe 7, that were being really helpful. And, some of the comments that some of them made were kind of rude, but they weren't as rude as this. And you're going to get that. You're going to get somebody, guy or woman, that just doesn't know how to get their point across without being rude. And just gonna have to deal with that. But I just can't put up with guys doing that to me. Or doing it to another woman. And it's like, you know what? Our place is wherever we want to be. It's not barefoot in the kitchen. It's not taking care of the kids. I mean, of course you're going to take care of the kids if you have kids. You're your mom. That's just, period, what you're going to do. But me and my husband are 50-50 on that, So, but I honestly have to say, guys, do not let the men of these hobbies, if you're into the same thing, get to you and get you down. So you feel like you can't ask questions in the group, or you feel like you have to lurk and go find a guy that's probably asking. Once again, poor connection. So, but yeah, I just wanted to come in because I forgot to say it in my video that ladies, just don't put up with guys like that. And the majority of men that are in this hobby are very nice people. I mean, really nice people. I have had tons of help from these guys. And I mean, and there was 1 or 2 women that are usually in the groups I'm in, and they've helped me out incredibly too. Basically they helped me sort of pick parts of my system in the beginning. And I mean, this is information that I wouldn't have had. And it's because I asked questions, because I went into the group and said, this is what I'm trying to do. Don't let the a-holes of the hobby get to you. If they're going to talk to you like that, you already know that they would be mad if another guy talked to their girlfriend or their wife that way. They would be mad. They're such hypocrites. Do not let them talk to you like that. Just don't. Report them to an admin if you're in a group. Block them, whatever. But don't leave a group just because they are a-holes to you, or one person is. You know? I mean, I've left quite a few Facebook groups because of this, and then I decided that I'm just going to report these guys to admins. And there's one group that I kind of outgrew, because, I mean, there was a friendly group, but then there's one guy that was stalking every post I made during that weekend, or, like, for 5 days. And he was laughing at every post I made. And he was a guy that I had problems with before, and he had been kicked out for, like, 30 days or something. And once he was back in, he pretty much was stalking my post. And I didn't feel like I had the right to say something and have the guy kicked out of the group, especially because I wasn't getting the information, I wasn't getting things that I wanted to get from the group anymore, so I left. But if I had been, and I did tell my friends in the group that I was leaving, and I'm still in touch with a few of them that became friends on my Facebook. I've had a guy amazed that there was a girl that wanted to be an audiophile or get into the hobby, you know? So, I mean, you know, get involved in the groups. This is the only way you're going to learn what you need to learn when you need to learn it. Because those forums that are on the internet, they're okay. But they're confusing. I mean, like, I was trying to figure out how to set up my tube preamplifier for my moving coil. And there was just something I could not wrap my head around. It's like there's what's called dip switches on the bottom of it. There's 8 of them. So it said that, like, the capacitance or whatever, I can't talk today, on it didn't, or is irrelevant on the low output moving coil. So I was thinking you only had to, like, switch the 8th switch on and leave everything off. But while I was in this turntable group where the guy told me to get back in the kitchen, the monitor that dealt with him for me helped me understand that I was supposed to switch one of the first 3 switches as well as number 8, because it does matter. So the impedance matters, and so does the capacity, maybe. I can't remember what the word is, because it's like capacitance, capacity, something. And I mean, I've done some electric engineering type stuff. I mean, I know how to do the math for a resistor. I mean, I'd have to remember it. But I have taken a class once, so I mean, I know how this stuff works, so I'm not afraid to sort of look into it. But that guy gave me the information I needed, and he cleared up what was making this thing rocket science. Because these forums, a guy told another guy, this isn't rocket science. And I'm like, he's right, it's not rocket science. But they're sure as hell making it rocket science. It should have been easy, but it wasn't. And it's because I was confused by the manual, I was confused by everything else I was seeing online. But this, like I said, just took one guy on the Facebook group and cleared it up completely for me. I have not tested it out yet, so I will have to do that eventually. But I'm out of my rant. I'm off my rant now, off my high horse, that kind of thing. But ladies, if you're an audiophile, don't let the guys of the hobby get you down. I mean, if they're going to talk to you like that, they probably talk to other men like that, so. And they would probably be mad if their wife or girlfriend was talk like that. So, yeah. So anyways, I am going to go. I'm going to try to get this video uploaded to my YouTube. I had to record it with my phone, so it's having a hard time trying to upload it. I'm gonna have to maybe download it to my computer and see if I can upload it. And, but yeah. So, ladies, be careful out there. Don't let them be jerks to you. And guys, most of you guys are fantastic audiophiles. Most of you guys are so friendly and have made me feel absolutely welcome in every group I've been in. So, keep it up. Let the ladies know that they are welcome into those groups. They are welcome into this hobby. The majority of us that want to be in this hobby will be very appreciative of it. Thank you, and good night.